The Navy SEALs have got to be the US Navy's most well-known and recognized unit. If you ask a random person on the street if they know what a SEAL is, unless they've been living under a rock, they're going to tell you yes. But most people only have an idea of what a Navy SEAL is. Beyond the public's surface-level understanding and what is shown on the TV shows and movies, there's much more to a Navy SEAL than meets the eye. They have a rich history in US military special operations, and there's plenty of reasons as to why they're as popular as they are. With that said, what makes the US Navy SEALs stand out among the rest? What do Navy SEALs do? What does it take for someone to become a Navy SEAL? And how deadly are the US Navy SEALs? We're going to answer all those questions for you and much more. What's up, everyone? I'm Veteran Vinny, the voice behind General Discharge. Whether you're here for the information or you're interested in becoming a Navy SEAL, join me as I take you through a solid overview of what the US Navy SEAls are all about. This is US Navy SEALs. SEAL stands for Sea, Air, and Land. That acronym is a testament to their ability to conduct a variety of high-stakes special operations missions wherever required. Many will say that there's very little a Navy SEAL can't and won't do. They're constantly challenging themselves and testing their limits, which is why their motto is, "The only easy day was yesterday." But sea, air, and land is a modest take of where they can operate. They can work in jungle, urban, Arctic, mountainous, and desert environments in pursuit of their intense missions. SEALs are just as comfortable fighting in the mountains of Afghanistan as they are operating a SEAL delivery vehicle in the cold waters of the Pacific. Their stealth and clandestine methods of operation allow them to conduct multiple missions against targets that larger forces cannot approach undetected. In other words, their proven ability to operate across the full spectrum of conflict, coupled with their ability to provide real-time intelligence and eyes on target, offers an unmatched versatility in the battlefield while in the face of rapidly changing crises around the world. Since their inception, they have been one of the go-tos for military leadership when they need to get a tough job done. With that said, it's important to briefly mention where the SEALs come from. But first, are you sick of those random spam calls and texts you get all the time? Those are from data brokers who are making a fortune selling your personal information to robocallers, spammers, and other shady individuals on the internet. But if you use Aura, today's sponsor, you won't have to worry about those anymore. Aura can identify data brokers exposing your info and submit opt-out requests on your behalf. Brokers are legally required to remove your info if you ask them to, but they make it super hard to do. Aura makes it as easy as 1, 2, 3 and handles it all for you. Plus, Aura is super easy to set up and comes with a bunch of cool features like antivirus, VPN, password management, identity theft insurance, and much more, which can all protect you and your family from online threats you can't see. If you use our link aura.com/generaldischarge, you get a 2-week risk-free trial where you'll be able to find out who's been leaking your information and start protecting yourself in minutes. If you're a fan of the disguised voice and face, then join the team and start protecting yourself too. Don't let people continue to exploit and profit off your private information. Again, that's aura.com/generaldischarge for your 2-week risk-free trial. Links in the description or pinned comment below, or you can scan the QR code on screen. Now back to the video. The Navy SEALs can trace their lineage back to the underwater demolition teams of World War II. Equipped with just a K-bar, swim fins, and explosives, the UDTs would insert behind enemy lines, avoiding detection by the enemy. They were so effective that they were a part of every major amphibious landing in the occupation of Japan, and even had their hand in D-Day alongside the Army Rangers. The UDTs continued to develop and master their craft throughout the Korean War and into the Vietnam War, but their mission set wasn't broad enough. The Navy needed a special unit capable of operating not just from the sea, but also the air and land. This led to President JFK establishing the first 2 SEAL teams in 1962. Throughout the years, they would be involved in several major conflicts, from Grenada, the Iran-Iraq War, Panama, the Gulf War, Somalia intervention, the war in Afghanistan, Iraq, and much more. The SEALs built a reputation for themselves and really jumped into the public spotlight after the successful completion of Operation Neptune Spear in 2011. Present day, the Navy SEALs have a unique position in the world of special operations. While there is no doubt that in today's Special Operations Forces communities, there is a lot of overlap in unit capabilities and functions. However, it's safe to say that each Special Operations community brings something unique to the table and can serve a particular function or purpose depending on the mission at hand. The SEALs, for example, are more so utilized for missions requiring the utmost precision or leaving a smaller footprint in the area of operations. Need to rescue some downed operators operators? Call the PJs. Need to take over a small town or airfield? Call the Rangers. But what if you need to neutralize a few enemy combatants or high-value targets? Call the Navy SEALs. But let's get into the specific missions SEALs are responsible for carrying out. Naturally, with how capable SEALs are, a lot is asked of them. They use direct action against enemies using raids, ambushes, and assaults to capture and neutralize adversaries. Not only that, they conduct reconnaissance and surveillance operations to collect data and information on the enemy, condition, and terrain. They also conduct foreign internal defense by training allies and foreign forces to increase their ability to respond to threats. And they pursue counterterrorism by eliminating threats and conducting counterterrorism strikes and preemptive strikes. With just a few examples, you can start to see just how capable a Navy SEAL is. So how do they carry out their missions? Well, SEALs typically operate in small units, but in order to fully understand the operating elements of the SEALs, we gotta start from the top down. Navy SEALs are a part of Naval Special Warfare, or NSW for short, and are broken down into SEAL teams, which is why Navy SEALs are often referred to as team guys. There are 8 active duty SEAL teams stationed across the United States. SEAL Teams 1, 3, 5, and 7 are on the West Coast, and SEAL Teams 2, 4, 8, and 10 are on the East Coast. As you can see, odds are west, evens are east. There are also 2 SEAL Delivery Vehicle Teams, or SDVs. SDV Team 1 is in Hawaii, and SDV Team 2 is in Virginia. Additionally, there are 2 reserve teams, which are 17 and 18. Some of you might be asking, where's SEAL Team 6? SEAL Team 6 is formally known as Naval Special Warfare's Development Group, or DevGroup for short, and is also on the East Coast. Each SEAL team has its own geographic responsibility, which directly reflects the environments the teams specialize, train, and operate in. Team 1 deals with the Western Pacific in jungle, desert, and urban environments. Team 2 deals with Northern Europe in desert and urban environments. Team 3 deals with the Middle East in desert and urban environments. Team 4 deals with South and Central America in desert and urban environments. Team 5 deals with Korea in Arctic, desert, and urban environments. Team 6, or DevGru, goes wherever they are needed. Team 7 deals with the Western Pacific in jungle, desert, and urban environments. And Teams 8 and 10 both deal with the Mediterranean or Southern Europe in desert and urban environments. The SDV teams deal with undersea environments because they operate the delivery vehicles subsurface. Naturally, SDV-1 in Hawaii deals with the Pacific, and SDV-2 deals with the Atlantic and Mediterranean. Now that we've covered the general makeup of the Navy SEALs as a whole, let's get into what a SEAL team consists of. Each SEAL team is commanded by a Navy commander. Teams consist of a headquarters element and 8 operational 16-man SEAL platoons. The platoons may be structured to operate as 8-man squads, 4-man fire teams, or 2-man sniper recon teams, depending on operational needs. For the platoons are run by 2 junior officers, with the senior one, typically an 03, being the platoon leader. The other 14 personnel are enlisted. The top officer is the officer in charge, and the other officer is the assistant officer in charge. There's a platoon chief and a platoon leading petty officer. The 12 other SEALs take up roles such as the platoon medic, sniper, breacher, weapons guy, etc. And for the SDV teams, which are commanded by a Navy commander like a regular SEAL team, SDV Team 1 has a headquarters element, an advanced SEAL delivery system, 3 SEAL delivery vehicles, dry deck shelter task units, and consists of a lot of support personnel. SDV Team 2 has a headquarters element and 3 operational SDV and dry deck shelter task units and a lot of support personnel. Alright, we've discussed the capabilities of the Navy SEALs and how the Navy SEALs are structured. It's time to move on to what it takes to become a Navy SEAL. It's been said that the Navy SEAL pipeline is the most difficult military training in the world, but what exactly does one have to go through to earn the highly coveted Trident? For starters, all Navy SEALs are in the Navy. It's literally in their name. Just like anyone else joining the Navy, whether they're enlisted or officers, they have to go through Navy boot camp or basic officer training. And what's unique about the Navy SEAL pipeline is that they have both their enlisted and officer candidates attend the same pipeline, whereas most special operations pipelines have their enlisted and officer candidates attend separate courses. After boot camp, candidates will go to pre-buds in Coronado, California for a couple months. After pre-buds, they will attend a 3-week course called BUDS Orientation. After BUDS Orientation comes BUDS, which is the real deal. BUDS stands for Basic Underwater Demolition SEAL Training. This is what most people are familiar with when it comes to SEAL training because of the BUD/S Class 234 documentary. This is where the infamous Hell Week occurs, but there's much more to BUD/S than that. All in all, roughly 1 in 5 candidates make it through BUD/S. After BUD/S is SEAL Qualification Training, or SQT for short, which is where SEAL candidates transition from the basic level of naval special warfare to a more advanced degree of tactical training. Upon completion of SQT, the candidates will receive their tridents and will be officially US Navy SEALs. However, the training has only begun. After a SEAL finishes the pipeline and earns their trident, they train for another 1.5 years before they are fully deployable. And of course, SEALs will be in a constant state of training and working up for their next deployment. It's just how team life is. The training opportunities available to Navy SEALs is pretty much limitless. However, more of them are for the enlisted SEALs. These schools include, but are not limited to, Breacher School, Sniper School, Advanced Demolition, medical courses like Special Operations Tactical Medic course, foreign language schools, Diving Supervisor, Advanced Driving School, JTAC, and much more. SEAL officers' options are more limited compared to their enlisted counterparts as they have a slightly different purpose, a more administrative role, and different responsibilities. The higher rank the officers get, the less they operate. For those interested in becoming a Navy SEAL, listen up. We're about to go over the basic requirements to get a shot at the SEAL pipeline, as well as the different routes that you can take to become a SEAL. In order to get a SEAL contract, among other things, one has to pass the Navy SEAL PST, which stands for Physical Screening Test. The PST consists of a 500-yard swim, max push-ups in 2 minutes, max sit-ups in 2 minutes, max pull-ups in 2 minutes, and a 1.5 mile run. The PST minimums for SEALs are a 12-minute 30 swim, 50 push-ups, 50 sit-ups, 10 pull-ups, and a 10-minute 30 run. Those are just the minimums though, and anyone will need to far exceed the minimums to be competitive. As for getting into the pipeline, there are several routes one can take to get into the SEAL pipeline, but not all are equal. For enlisted Navy SEALs, people can join as a civilian through the Navy's Warrior Challenge program, or cross right into training if they're already active duty. It's important to note that it's way easier for candidates to get a shot at BUD/S as a civilian, so if your plan is to join the Navy first, then go to BUD/S later, we don't recommend it. There are way less billets for fleet returnees than there are for new accessions, and your year group, the year you join the Navy, may be closed out or limited, leaving you in a situation where it doesn't matter how good of a candidate you are, bureaucracy and admin stuff prevents you from even getting a shot. For those trying to become a Navy SEAL officer, they can go to Officer Candidate School, NROTC, or through the Naval Academy. Most officer candidates come from the Naval Academy, and the least come from OCS. All officer candidates have to attend what is called a SEAL Officer Assessment and Selection, which is a 3-week-long course designed to see who is fit to actually attend BUD/S as an officer. Additionally, officer candidates are expected to have better PST scores than their enlisted candidate counterparts. If you're interested in becoming a Navy SEAL, you're going to have to train hard. There's no doubt about it. One of the best things to help you work smarter, not harder, is by getting some good gear to help out your training. And with this inflation, you gotta save money where you can. Our friends at Attackleet, a veteran-owned company, sell amazing gear at an affordable price for those who want to pass Navy SEAL selection. If you scan the QR code on screen or click the link in our description below, you'll have an extra 10% off added to your cart at checkout. The best time to start training is yesterday, so make sure to take advantage of this deal as soon as you can. Well, that is the down and dirty of the United States Navy SEALs. If you learned something from this video, make sure to give us a like and subscribe to our channel. As always, thank you for watching. Do you even want to be here?
All your friends are subscribing to General Discharge, and you don't even want to be here.